What's up? I'm on Rohan, all that good stuff. My day is going pretty good. Hopefully yours is. You can always leave a comment on how your day is going, by the way. That's why I say that usually at the front. Truth can be, for what it is, that is considered harsh for those that happen to be on the wrong side of it. It can be brutal and harsh. No need to hold for what it is that is the tongue for this truth. For it cuts like a double-edged sword amongst for what is truth. But if it is amongst for what it is, I say, or within this current series that I am recording upon this day, if it is that you might be offended, you might want to take a step back and find out why you're offended. For it is only but for what is truth. It's not very wise or good idea to not find out why you are offended by truth. For if it is you deny it, it only holds you back. And for what it is amongst that, if you happen to be offended for what is my truth, heart, series, that what it is I'm happening to do amongst this series. This one will be done first. I'll make sure that there is a link or a very, very specific to prove upon the fact this is the one that will go first amongst for what happens to be this series. Or at this point, I have noticed I am quite brutal amongst this series. But knowing when it is to hold and when to release. For truth, why would it be that you would hold and not release? Isn't it said that you are not to hold it until the sun had set? You might want to get rid of it before the sun had met its place that it happens to set. Would it be that you might not be offended? Maybe I'm just thinking that there might be someone that might be offended. For I do get quite brutal, especially amongst edge of a knife. That is the one that will be the most brutal. But it is for what it is that happens to be truth. A double-edged sword. Just hope you're not on the wrong side of that truth. Hopefully amongst for what it is that I leave this particular warning before my coming series, you will understand when you listen, if you do, amongst this series. But knowing for the fact amongst this should not hold. That is the most and important thing, and I am choosing to be bold. But take it for what it is that is within a grain of salt. Only other thing I wish to mention about this particular series, and how to take it amongst for what it is, this grain of salt. If there is another that happens to be around you, is any for what it is that should not be around you being described for what it is that is within this series? Then you should know for what you should do with this supposed friend after hearing this series. Or I will describe for what the series basically is about. Or what is put within your heart to do for what it is that your dreams and aspirations are about. Or where it is you wish to be amongst your life. And for the ones that speak against for what it is you wish to do with your life. Think of it as if I am saying it for you. In certain points. Or trying to describe it if it were to be amongst for my situation. One against for what it is my heart has told me to do in this situation. Do not mind putting in a short description. And straight up telling you, it will be kind of brutal amongst the series. That is why I have done this one first. But I do not wish to hold for what it is I wish to say. So I choose to do this one first. But also within your heart, I have another question before you get to see for what was put for me to say for this one amongst my heart. My question is, would you hold for what it is that is your dream and aspiration? Away from the world to where they cannot see for what is your aspiration. Whatever it may be. As far as it is, for what is put in your heart, only good can it be for what I speak. So why would it be for this you try to hide? For what within your heart you try to hide? Would it be that you would choose to hold this from the world? The one thing you could have given to the world that you and you alone could have done. Would it be that for what you would have done would have been maybe brutal amongst for certain parts, if it was truth that was being fought for in those parts? Would it be that you would hold for what within that is the purest intentions within your heart? With what you do we see your intentions? Well, that looks like all the time I have for now. So, until next time.